Nyawera Mwendwa. If you're new, karibu sana to my channel. If you're coming again, welcome. Remember to like, share and subscribe my videos. Today I'm with a very good friend of mine. Let her introduce herself, and today we're going to talk about motherhood and our journey and discuss questions frequently asked about motherhood. And I said let me not bore you with so many stories, but let me invite someone who's a very close friend of mine so that we can all share our stories and hope to encourage and inspire a mother or an upcoming mom out there. So without further ado, let's invite our visitor for the day.
Hi, my name is Paris Minor. I'm a mother of one. I'm one baby girl, and I've known Grace since 2013. When we were doing our masters, and that's where we began.
And we've been tight. Our children go to the same school.
Yay!
So that makes us even click more, right? So as the topic says, we're going to talk about motherhood. So maybe Paris, tell us.
Yes, I always wanted to be a mom. I knew one day I would be a mom, and because I loved kids, especially the small ones, specifically the small ones, not the toddlers.
Okay.
I used to like the small ones, 0 to maybe 1 year. But now, over time, of course, that has changed. When you're young, you love the kids because they're not yours. But then when you get yours, it's different. It's a different experience, because also for your children, toddlers, they are very hyped. They're making noise, they're running about. Sometimes you're so tired from work and you just want just 5 minutes of your time, just not to hear anybody making noise. So of course there are times you just want time out from the kids. And it's of course, I wouldn't say that like you would see me interacting a lot with kids per se, but I do love kids. 0 to 1 has remained constant. I still love them. But toddlers, maybe not. I would say,
and that's
let them go play there. They play when I'm not, not under my supervision. But anyway, motherhood is great. I love being a mom. It's an amazing experience. It's an amazing experience.
So for me, I never envisioned that. I would one day be a mom. I think for me, what I wanted, I was thinking about marriage. Like, I first wanted to get married. I knew children would come later. Like, I knew that's a plus. So me, I didn't. And like you envisioned, you always wanted to be a mom. It was not really something that I so really wanted. So about your children, number 2 was
yes, getting my girl was intentional. Like, it was not an oops baby, so it was intentional. So it was something that we had planned, we had talked about, even the number of kids we wanted. I wanted 2, he wanted 3. Likewise. So it was something intentional. My body was ready. I was ready mentally.
Wow.
I really wanted to be a mom.
Okay. In my case, we planned, we got married, and he wanted 3 children, I wanted 2 children, and guess what? We got those children at a go. And I was blessed with twins, and when we got married, he wanted kids immediately. I didn't want kids immediately. I was like, see, we chill and enjoy before they come. I mean, this was after I've raised my nephew and my nieces, so I had known how the process is. So I wanted some time to chill out. And fun enough, Paris, when you now have decided you want children and they're not coming, that's pressure. Because now when I was ready, they were not coming. That child was not coming. But we thank God that twins came and another one came. So we also planned and we talked about it. And now we are 3, and it's
and counting.
No. You counting maybe, but anyway. So we've planned our babies. Now we are pregnant.
I was ready. Mentally, I was ready. My body was ready. So when I found out I was pregnant, hey, let me tell you guys, I could not believe it. The way you hold your tummy, you're like, what do you mean? Me now, I'm carrying this. So I was so excited. In fact, my first trimester, and pregnancy is is very personal. Just like,
Yeah.
you know, like how COVID is personal. It deals with you personally.
It's true on a personal level.
Yeah, so I know we've had stories of how it's usually hard, the first trimester, you know, you have nausea, you don't want to eat certain things. My pregnancy was different because one, I didn't have nausea. I was normal. Okay, my whole pregnancy, we didn't like meat. So we used to love fruits. We used to love having a cocktail of fruits in the morning with milk.
Yeah.
It was all healthy. We didn't used to like meat at all.
Yeah.
At all.
But anything like appetite.
Yeah, and even like now I couldn't wait for my stomach to show. So month 1 goes, month 2,
It's
month
not
3,
showing.
it's not showing. I'm on every time in the morning I'm waking up, I look at
You're
myself
looking at
in
the
the
bum,
mirror.
it's not yet
Why
out.
is it not showing?
Yeah.
As in what's not happening here?
And
So-
you've been ready all along,
Yeah,
right?
I've been ready.
Yeah.
So my pregnancy, I didn't have breakouts. My legs didn't swell.
goodness.
Nothing changed. So even like when you go to second trimester was amazing because first trimester I was sleeping a lot. I was lazy.
Okay.
You know, when I wasn't working, and I'm at home.
Yeah.
You know, I would maybe shower
Chill.
in the evening.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Okay.
You shower in the evening.
Yeah.
So I would watch things and sleep. I was so lazy. But now the second trimester was amazing because I enjoyed how I looked because now at my
The
pregnancy
bump was showing
at
finally.
at 6 months is when it started showing and it was still small. But I was happy. I loved dressing up to just go out.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
So
Were you active?
I was very active. I used to
Okay.
love walking, you know, things like that. So when I got my baby outside the country, I got my baby in the UK.
Yeah.
So it was a different experience because now when we got to the third trimester, my EDD was in October, but baby came in November. And there it's different because they push to make sure you try in as much as I knew even from my family, from the way my family, my sisters and mom, they've never gotten a normal, you know, a child through normal delivery. Because
It's
of
been CS always.
yeah, because
Okay.
of failure of the cervix to open. Yeah. So that was, and you know, you give history from about your family, but there they try and push you and so that you can get a normal delivery. I really also wanted to do normal.
Yeah.
So now when my EDD passed, you know, I didn't have any signs of labor, nothing, no plugs, no nothing. I was normal. The baby had dropped.
Oh,
she was
okay.
ready to come out,
Yes,
but my
but-
cervix wasn't
Yeah, you're
opening.
not dilating.
Yeah. So
okay.
at 40 weeks, we checked into hospital. I didn't have, you know, my cervix had not changed a bit. So they induced. They put the first medicine, it did nothing change. The second medicine, nothing changed. So now, all this time I'm feeling nothing. I'm just feeling normal. Nothing has changed.
Yeah,
and they're
nothing.
checking the baby. The baby is fine. You know. Then now do the drip thing. Yeah. But for them to do that drip, they needed to. My water had not broken. Now that was now my labor.
Yes.
Because one, my cervix has not opened. So they're trying to squeeze themselves up there. Let me tell you, I thought I was done. I saw the white light.
I'm sorry.
I felt pain. I screamed.
Oh
It was so painful.
It is
Because now I've
painful.
not dilated, nothing has happened. So it was really painful. That part was now my neighbor experience. The water came out.
Yeah.
Then they did for me they injected my back, the epidural.
Epidural, yeah. Oh, now they've decided you're going for a C-section.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was so that also the epidural was put so that also I don't feel
The pain.
just in case I started getting those labor pains. So they did that, and then the drip, nothing changed. My cervix never opened at all.
At
So
all? You didn't dilate at all?
At all, yani.
What? Okay.
But we're not complaining.
We are not complaining. This journey, we are not complaining. Yeah.
So yeah, took me to the theater. So I was half. They did the half one.
Okay. Yeah.
So I couldn't feel my legs downwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went there. They brief you. They tell you I am so and so. I'll be handling. I don't know the what section of the body. They'll be.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and they're telling you this is exactly how you're going to feel. So when they put for me all those medicines in my body, I started feeling. I got a bit nauseated, but that's normal.
Okay.
So now I could feel them cutting me, and then now the baby came out, and then she just did just a bit, and then they put her on my thigh, and she stopped crying. And then quickly after they removed those things they removed from her system. She was okay.
Even after the delay.
Yeah.
So how long did you delay from the EDD? So how many days after?
So my EDD was on the 23rd of October. I took then I got my baby on the 5th of October. Yeah, so that's about some 11 days.
Yeah, 11 days. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, amazing.
Like now when they really do that mother to baby.
Oh, so kangaroo.
Quickly, immediately they clear out her.
Okay.
They put the baby on you, and I was so emotional. I couldn't believe. Yani mimi sasa, mimi ni mama ya mtu. I was so excited. I was so excited because I was ready. I couldn't wait. You know the way when you're pregnant, you're picturing now how will she look? Will she have?
You have those thoughts.
But they don't come like what you had imagined.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. That's amazing. So for me, I'm just listening at your story. I'm like, oh man, it was smooth for you because mine now it was the opposite. My first trimester, I had nausea, I was not eating, I lost weight. In fact, my husband used to go to work and find me seated where he left me. Because onions, I dreaded onions. I'm telling you, I could smell something, a neighbor, just even opening the door and they smell something, that's it. Actually, the friends who came to visit me, they'd find me with a bucket there. Because now going to the bathroom was a challenge. I couldn't even get to the bathroom. So I said, come and sit here, give me company. And I'm just watching movies and I'm nursing myself. And so my first trimester was really, really bad. I was not eating, I was not doing anything, I was not active. And then now my second semester, appetite. Ooh, I ate anything. Me, I was not affected. Like you're saying about meat, I would eat literally anything. I enjoyed, I added weight. I mean, my second trimester was amazing. And then my third trimester, I traveled. I was doing chores, can you believe it, with twins. And then, though the baby came early, my babies came at 35 weeks. And so my water broke. I was just waking up to go and pee. That was 5 in the morning, and a splash of that water came out. And in my head, I'm thinking, I have to shower. I'm like, babe, my water is broken. He woke up so angry. Where the one that's who is dressing up me. I'm like, I have to shower. No, he's looking like, babe, your water just broke. I'm like, I have to shower. Like, he always tells that story. Like, I just felt I needed to be clean, you know? And then my water has splashed out. You can't just dress.
You're feeling like a mess.
Like a mess. So I went and showered, went to the hospital. So when we got to the hospital, they examined me. I had dilated 2 centimeters. But me, I don't know what happens when it comes to inserting, when the nurses insert you to check you if you've dilated. I don't know what was wrong with this nurse. It was the most painful thing I've ever felt. Like, she just came, open up, let's check. I'm like, what's not happening? Like, it was so fast and it was so painful. And then she's like, you're 2 centimeters. I'm like, I'm supposed to go to 10? Oh my God, I have a long way. But luckily enough, I was not in pain. I was not worried. So we called our doctor. He came. And he's like, since your water is broken and you're still 2 centimeters, we need to check you. You need to stay in the hospital for observation. Do you know, we started playing cards. Like, now I'm not in pain. He said I'm not going home. And the fact that I have twins, they really wanted to observe and see in case of any eventuality. So we're there with babe playing cards.
Hi babe.
Yeah, yo.
Morning.
Morning.
So you just from playing cards. So who's won the game?
Well, do I have to go this every time someone wins a game?
Yes,
for me to just be put on record.
Yes.
That she won again.
Who
you?
Me. Who is me?
You who is phoning using your phone.
So it's 1-0.
Imagine. That is just one game. Wait. until we reach 10. Then you
10?
come. Yeah.
I'm the winner of the game. So 1-0. I'm equally excited for money and the money to come. Ciao, let me win the second game, of course. Later.
For us, it was more of staycation because we were playing cards, we were enjoying, just for them, because now they've said they can't go home. So I was induced, and honestly, Paris, it was painful. Like you said, you could see the light. I was about to climb the wall because you feel this pain. You can't explain it. I don't know.
So is it pain in your tummy? Is it pain in where?
In my body, and then so baby,
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. And then baby is so helpless. It's like, how can I help? Don't help me. You see the way women say to you, I want to be massaged. I didn't want him to touch me. I felt like if he touched me, he'd add more pain. So I didn't want him to touch me at all. It was so painful. So the doctor came. I told him I didn't want the nurse to check me if I dilated because the experience was not really good at first. So he checked me, and you could tell the difference because he prepped me. He told me, breathe in, I'm going to check you, such things. And I dilated 6 centimeters. So I stayed in the hospital for 3 days. So he said, since the twins are okay, they are breathing well. Actually, one of the twins his head was looking down, so he was ready for delivery, but I'm not yet dilated. So he said, let's wait for morning because it's in the evening. If you will not have dilated by then you'll definitely go for CS. That night, first of all, I'd not slept, so I'm sleepy.
Again. And why are you closing your eyes? You open your eyes. Look at you.
I can't sleep because of the pain. So in the morning, by the time he came at around 4, I was still not dilated. I was still at 6 centimeters. So he said, honestly, you're in a lot of pain. I was vomiting the whole night. It was bad. I was wheeled into the theater. I was also done half. And then now, but for me, since I was sleepy, I was not feeling anything. Actually, I slept. They tried waking me up. Like, is she okay? Then the doctor said she's really sleepy. She hasn't slept. So allow her to sleep. So I didn't even hear my boys cry. I didn't hear them cry. All I remember is the doctor tried patting me to tell me, "Praise, congrats." I was gone. I was so sleepy. I couldn't even tell who was there. So when I gave birth, my babies were taken straight to the incubator because their kgs were less. And yeah, so that's how my journey was. So we have the babies now. We are discharged. I bet you were discharged immediately. You didn't stay in the hospital.
So I checked in on Friday. On Monday I was out. I was out. And it's different because the CS there, I see like now, even right now when you're going to see your friends or your family, when someone is leaving the hospital, they look so fragile. But the experience there is different. Do you know, by the 3rd day after going home, I could do anything.
So you went home immediately?
Yeah.
So like
because she was healthy, she came with 3.65 kilos.
Wow. Hey, that was a
me. I'm telling you, I was.
You were ready.
I would eat, all those nice things.
Yeah.
All those nice. Yeah. And the good thing is, right now, those things that I didn't like when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Right now, my baby is a vegetarian.
Are you serious?
She doesn't eat meat. What I hated when I was pregnant.
What?
She doesn't eat meat.
Wow.
Red meat, to be specific. Yeah, she doesn't eat red meat, but she can eat, a bit of chicken, but she loves fish. Fish is her favorite, but chicken, it's here and there, yeah.
Okay, so like you said, you went home immediately. I had to stay in hospital. I was actually discharged first, and then my babies had to stay because they had to gain weight for them to be discharged. So come and look after them and nurse them in the hospital. So let's talk about our challenges.
Breastfeeding experience was somewhat a bit challenging because the milk didn't, of course, when I was leaving the hospital, the milk was not there. So of course, now you have to, now when you're home, now you're told you have to keep the baby there to try and make sure so that it brings the milk. So I stayed like for about 2-3 days before the milk came in. But I'm telling you, every time I used to hear that baby crying, I used to feel like I'm going to throw her out of this because it's so painful. Your nipples are cracked. The latching was not too bad, but either way, you still, like, I still had a few cracks, but not so serious, not what I see. Because once I learned how to put her, we were good to go. So the breastfeeding part, just the first few days was really horrible. I hated hearing her crying. I was like, I'm so tired. But the good thing is my baby was quite calm. Yeah, she was calm. She wasn't like crying all the time because we would sleep through the night. We would sleep through the night, but of course I had to, from time to time, like maybe every 2-3 hours, I give her some milk. She's just sleeping, but she's drinking. So it was pretty okay. I can't complain.
Okay. So for me, breastfeeding was a challenge. I have twins. They need milk. They are underweight. I'm coming from home to nurse them. So my pressure was I didn't have enough milk. And the first time I expressed 30 ml, and I'm thinking, Jesus, this 30 ml, is it for one baby? Or is it for two babies? How will I even go and tell the nurse? Because the nurse used to come and say, Mama boys, Mama twins, where's the milk? And I'm like, I'm still trying. I took Uji. By then my husband used to bring food. My friends would bring food at the hospital to feed me so that I can produce milk. And then you're seated in a room because that hospital that we were in, they would allow the scholars now. These are people who their children need really some help. So they would allow you to come and breastfeed and just have a kangaroo moment with your child as you go. So you're in this room, Paris, you're talking to other moms, as in you're vibing, but so many moms, their bottles are full.
And you're thinking,
I'm 30 ml, I'm thinking, what am I doing here? I'm like, oh no, what will I tell this nurse? And the good thing about those nurses, they really took care of me. Like they would tell me, you're 30 ml to Tambati, bring it. Just to encourage me that I can do more. So in the meantime, they had to be supplemented. So they were given Liptomil. So that would really help. But the little I could get, I could just give them. But for me, honestly, I didn't have milk. We came back home. I used to cry. Oh my goodness, I used to cry because now the babies are crying. They are two. You're trying to hold them. So, and I think so many women get stuck there. Like you want to prove a point, like
that you can do it,
that just, or you want to compare just because now you're telling me you had milk. I want to feel like, hey, Paris has milk. I also have to work hard. I also have to feed this body to produce milk, and that's what we agreed and said. You know what? We can supplement. It is okay to supplement. I mean, look at my children now. I mean, they're all grown up. It's not written that I was breastfed. I was not breastfed. You know? And something that I came to realize is that with my second born now, he's breastfeeding. I have plenty of milk, and it's not like it's coming from a point of you're sick or you have a problem. It's just maybe nature, and then the fact that I had twins. I just felt there was a lot of pressure. So any visitor who would come to my house and ask me, hi, what should I bring you? Diapers and milk. Please usitulete mkate, sijui nini nguo, we were sorted. So another question that was asked.
I got a baby not in this country. Outside the country. After you get a baby, you get 9 months maternity leave.
9 months maternity leave?
Yeah, and then actually also add, on top of that 9 months, you can add your
So you can actually go for a year?
Yeah, close to a year. Yeah. But anyway, I didn't stay there for long. I got the baby, and then I came back home. Okay. Now I'm back home, and then now you're ready to go back to work.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a challenge because one, you've been with this child close to now a year. She's already a year plus. So you still have it. Like now for mothers who just do the 3 months and then they go back to work. I'm not saying it's easier, but it's a bit lighter because for for the rest of us who stayed home with the babies, you've bonded with the baby and you're feeling like, gosh, you feel
Are
like
you
you're the
ready?
only one who can actually
Take
care of the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting even time to come and take her for, the clinics. It was a bit of a challenge, and also your lifestyle changes because immediately you're done. You're just thinking of
This time is not moving,
I need to go home and see. You're always calling. Your
nanny.
Your nanny.
Find
How
out
is
how
the
the
baby?
baby, yeah.
Is she eating? Is she sleeping? Is she okay? Especially for a first-time mom, you're
Yeah,
paranoid.
yeah,
You're always
for
thinking,
sure.
"Okay, what if?
Yeah.
Check on her. I used to actually. I prefer to wash my baby. Even if I'm how tired, I had to wash her. So I would come home, wash her, play a bit. Then you're so tired, so you play a bit, and then she's vibrant. But the good thing about my baby, I would take her to bed on my bed. We sleep. Then now, once she's slept, I put her on her bed, and we are good to go till the following morning.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was she then?
She was 1 year. 1 year.
Okay.
Right? I think she knew it was tough for me as
I
well.
know, right?
Going to work was a bit tough because you remember also when you were away on maternity, life was continuing,
Yeah.
people were growing. You find things are a bit different. There are people who got promotions. Things have changed. Like life moved on, without you. So of course you're there. You want to get back in the game. You want to catch up, and try and prove yourself. You want to
You want to climb up the
ladder.
ladder.
You don't want to be in the same position. So there's a lot of proving that you need to do at work. You feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Not anybody has told you. You just feel the pressure on you.
Yeah.
But then again, you also want to also be there for your baby.
Exactly, and I feel sometimes it's unfair when we pressure ourselves, and I think that's the society. Like when you find things have moved on, you sort of feel like people are judging you. But I mean, that is also a part of your life that you must treasure as an individual. You're a mom. You must appreciate yourself. Yes, guys have climbed up the ladder. You will too. But so what we can tell mothers is don't pressure yourself. I mean, it's a stage in life that you have to appreciate.
Yeah.
So for me, what changed was when we discovered I was pregnant, I resigned the company I was working for, but also the company was shutting down, so it was an added advantage for me. So we decided that I stay at home, and considering the challenges I've just shared about my trimester, it was safer for me to stay at home. So since then, that's when we decided that I'll be a stay-at-home mom as I raise my children. And so, also the coming to terms that I'm going to be at home. I've always been working. I've just done my master's, and now I'm a mom. So you're thinking, oh my goodness, no one prepped me for this, You're like, you're seeing your friends, Akina Perisuku, all your friends are climbing up the ladder. So I didn't sit and wallow, I accepted my new change, and up to now I'm still a stay-at-home mom. Of course, now I'm an entrepreneur.
You're loving it.
I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. So those were the changes I remember.
So for me, I think I'd like to, encourage also like employers, even as somebody is going on maternity leave. I don't know, sometimes I would feel like people think when you're going on maternity leave is like a vacation, like you're taking a vacation, and it's not. In fact, those 3 months, they go by so fast. You're so busy at home, you're taking care of the baby, you're managing your home, you're taking care of also your partner or your spouse. When your female colleagues are going on leave, remember, it's not a vacation. Because people think like, you've been on leave,
like they feel like you've been resting the
you've
whole
been
time.
resting the whole time, and it's not. Let's be more humane. Put yourself in that situation. You need to try and be more empathetic, because it's not also an easy job, and it's for even especially for first time moms. It's a lot to take in. You're trying to balance your home. You're trying to be there for your baby who really needs you. You're also having also the pressure of what is happening at work. Yeah, what am I missing out on? If it's those promotions, things like that. Let's look out for each other. Yeah.
Amazing. So Paris,
One was I remember there was a time my baby was constipated. She wasn't going to the toilet. So you hear people are telling you, oh, give her popo. I don't know, there's so many things that you could give her.
Yes.
But let me tell you, this journey of motherhood, your baby is unique.
Yes.
It might work on Grace's baby, but it may not work on your baby. So I remember I tried giving her spinach. It wasn't working. Popo, it wasn't working. Do you know what worked? Bananas. And to some people, bananas make it worse.
Yes.
So anyway, to any mother, remember, your child, you're the best person who knows your child.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you ignore what everybody's telling you, but remember, you have the choice and you're the one to decide on what to give.
Yes.
And it's okay even if your child doesn't respond as expected. Just remember that your child is your own. You'll hear a lot of noises, about this is what you should do. But guess what? You're the boss of your baby. You're the boss. You decide on how this goes down.
Yeah. I think also that goes along with when we compare children.
Yeah.
And when you grow up, even when mothers come to see you, they'll tell you, your baby just turned 4, he should or she should have already now the neck should be strong. By 6 months they should be seated. Such pressure. And like my babies took time to sit because now like my story is different. And just to share, like her baby was different and my babies are different. Like even if you just said about popo, my babies could not take in popo. Could not take in banana. We had to go step and step. And so even when my children had colic, I don't know if your child had colic.
Funny enough, I didn't get colic. She didn't get colic.
So when my children got colic, of course, all these many things that people believe that give them popo, give them some medicine, and so many things and went to different doctors. They're like, some children react to this, do this, do that, but you have to remember your child is different. And we just took Bonisan. Is it Bonisan? I think I'll have to check up the name. And it worked for us
very well.
Very well, very well. Other parents will tell you that with time it just
was
cleared, So such beliefs and myths that you get from different people, different parents. So like you were saying, just know that your child is unique. Please don't compare your child, because when you compare your child, that's when you get pressure. You pressure yourself. Don't believe in so many myths. As in, work with what works with your child, and of course pray. That's why we have God to just guide us and lead us and tell us what's really necessary for my child at that particular time.
That I think when that baby comes, enjoy each and every stage. I know sometimes we find ourselves like, I can't wait when they start maybe walking. I can't wait for when they start talking. I can't wait when they go to school or when they are teenagers. Etc.
Yeah.
Remember, each and every stage comes with its own challenges. And it's just enjoy where you are at that particular time. When you're pregnant, rock that pregnancy. Don't be shy. It does not matter the circumstances in which you became pregnant. Rock that pregnancy. Whether he or she came as an accident or intentional, rock that pregnancy. Enjoy each and every stage. And sometimes you need to call yourself to a meeting, even when you're not happy. Maybe if it was an accident, when you're not happy about that pregnancy, call yourself to a meeting, because the power of the mind will determine also how easy or how hard your pregnancy will be. Because when you're ready upstairs, when you tell yourself, no matter how this child came, I'm going to enjoy this pregnancy. Enjoy it, because you don't know if this is your last child. Bond with your child. Remember, you can decide how you're going to raise that child. So enjoy each and every stage.
Amazing. So what I can share with you guys is, number one, like she said, enjoy your season. It's a different season. You shall come to pass. Remember that your social life will change. You'll not be expected to be hanging out the way. Your life will not be the same compared. It shall come back eventually, but in the meantime, this is someone that God has blessed you with, and so take good care of yourself and take care of your child. Also remember that ask for help. Don't stress. Don't be depressed. Ask for help. If it's your friend, if it's your family, please ask for help. And I'm sure people around you, people who love you, will always support you.
Even after you've gotten baby, I know sometimes for me personally it was a shock how my body was, and I was so stressed about it. You know, the clothes you used to wear when
They don't fit you.
they don't fit anymore. You know, you're not in good shape. And you don't also feel confident. And you know what? Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because remember, your body is also trying to get back. You know, your muscles, like for example, your tummy muscles, of course they were affected. Allow yourself to go through the changes.
Don't be in a hurry. Don't stress, especially now for CS moms. I mean, don't get out of hospital and you want to get back. You know, give yourself time. It shall come back. But now, what's important now is the child that you have. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. Thank you, Paris, for joining me.
Thank you for calling me.
You're welcome. I'm excited that we've shared our journey, and there's so much to talk about motherhood, and which we will in future, but I'm so happy for what you've shared. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've been entertained. I hope you've been blessed, and I hope you've got some tips even as you become a mom, or as you aspire to be one. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Let's comment and share and talk about our journey. Actually, your comments go a long way, so asante sana, I appreciate. So God bless you, until we meet again. It's
Adios. Bye bye.